Back in 67, when much of Palestinian territory was occupied for the first time, the Israeli authorities took over control of ICT infrastructure so that Palestinians no longer had control of their internet telecommunications infrastructure. And that has continued through today. During Oslo, the Oslo Accords, part of the agreement was that over time, the Israeli authorities would transfer control of the ICT infrastructure over to the Palestinians, and that has never taken place. So if, for example, a radio station wants to be able to open up and operate over a specific frequency in Palestine, they would have to get permission from the Israeli authorities to do that. And we also see in the occupied territory, they do not have the same level of connectivity. So in the West Bank, for example, it was only recently that they gained access to 4G networks on our phone, whereas myself being based in California, I always have access to 5G network. And in Gaza, prior to the genocide, they only had access to 2G networks. They were one of the only places in the world that still only had access to 2G networks. So we see in that way that not only Israel controlling the infrastructure as a digital occupation, but then they utilize that control and that occupation to create a digital apartheid through not being able to provide the same level of access to networks that is, available to a citizen of Israel. And then if you move a step further, in comes the big cloud computing and AI firms. They then provide technology that Israel uses to instigate its mass bombing campaign across Gaza, and now we have a digital genocide as well. So if you look through the history, it goes all the way from digital occupation, apartheid, to genocide quite clearly, and parallels, a lot of the same narratives and themes that folks will be well aware of in terms of the sort of physical realities of Palestinians.